Waiting for you to arrive again.
Oh, now we're starting. Okay. Hi there, this is the professor. I have deck profile for you today.
Yeah.
Great nature, big belly, my avatar. Now, the cool thing about this deck is it's not... I am a panda! This deck, it has placed second place for the past 4 weeks. Unfortunately, I have either got hit by variants or I scrubbed out and misplayed. It happens, but I know soon I am going to get that first place. But in the meantime, shut up, Amber. I am bringing you a deck profile, so please enjoy. The starter, Telescope Rabbit. This deck is very aggressive, has a very aggressive early game, so you kind of want to have Telescope Rabbit if you can't hit a lion or tiger to get your cycle going. Speaking of bears, a not bear, Big Belly. I play 3 of him in the build because you don't need to play too much, or you don't need to play all the grade 3s because of a handy card we got in Fighter's Collection. But this card's pretty awesome. I built the deck around him because he's my favorite card. He's definitely underwhelming, and not a lot of people see how good he can be anymore. Everybody picks up Tester Fox, but I think he's amazing because he puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. Do I need to explain the effects? Okay. So his Generation Break 2 is whenever he attacks, you can choose one of your rear guards, gets plus 4k at the end of the turn, you kill it, and it draws a card. Not typical Great Nature effect. But it's on stride. Whenever you stride, you choose 2 units, give them plus 4k, and when an attack by a unit in the same column as this unit hits a Vanguard, if the attacking unit is 20k in power or higher, you draw a card. They worded it this way specifically so that they could have it to where even if a unit isn't boosting, you can draw based on the number of cards or times you put a power on a unit in that column. So you can draw up to 2 cards, and then if you're really lucky, you can combo it with Guru Wolf to draw 3. It's a nice one. You play 2 Tuskmaster. He is Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks a Vanguard. You choose one of your rear guards, stand it, gets plus 4k, and then it dies. Simple, but it allows for late game push with cards like Mana Garner, and allows for second attacks with Big Belly. It's nice. And finally, one of the reasons why Big Belly isn't that good is because he requires a presence on rear guard in order to work, and there are times when you just don't have that presence. You're fighting Link Joker, you're fighting Narukami, you're fighting a clan that just blows up your field. So he needed a good side ace to help him out with that. Enter Minette.
Are you guys still playing?
I play him at 1 copy.
Yeah, sure.
He Counterblast 2, Limit Break, choose one of your rear guards, it gets plus 4k, and at the end of the turn, draw a card, retire that unit. As I said, that's Big Belly's Generation Break 2. Typical effects. It's typical Great Nature. However, his other effect, not Limit Break and restricted, is what you play him for. And it's during your end phase, when a rear guard is put into your drop zone, choose a card from your damage zone and counter charge. And that is really good because it allows you to keep up your pressure because you don't really have to worry about your counterblast when you're fighting against other things. If your opponent wants a grade stall against you, you can go for a late game push. It's just a really, really nice card to have, and it works with Big Belly very well. For Cran Tiger, Counterblast 1, when it's boosted, you may pay the cost. Choose a unit, give it 4k, it stands, it dies, you draw a card. It's a staple in any Great Nature deck, and it's it makes the deck so much better. That's all that you have to say. 3 Binoculus Tiger. I could play 4, and I do have 4, but I only play 3 because it gives me other tech options for my grade 2 lineup. On attack, you can choose a unit, give it plus 4k power, and at the end of the turn, it dies. It's really good because it allows you to go without using Counterblast for Telescope Rabbit, and Counterblasts are very important in this deck. And it can work on the Vanguard Circle. Of course, Binoculus Tiger is a $20 card, so Tapir makes it for a good substitution. You should be okay as long as you have a Telescope Rabbit. No big deal.
Oh God, power.
3 Guru Wolf. Really, really good card. It combos well with Big Belly. Whenever its power is 20k or higher, if its attack hits a Vanguard, you may draw a card. It's really good for early game pressure, and it either scares your opponent into dropping an absurd amount of guard, or you draw a card. That's nice. You can call him into a back row where your opponent can't touch him. Right Big Belly Stride, Counterblast 1, put a 4k on Guru. Now if his attack hits, you draw 2 cards. It's good, really good skill to have. Finally, I play 2 more grade 2s that you heard me say before. Compass Lion. Now, Compass Lion is a very interesting tech choice, and there are many reasons why I chose it. You see, first of all, it really helps with early game rush because it's an 11k grade 2. They don't get much better than that. Because it's an 11k base, and if you can get it to stick on rear guard, it's easier because your opponent won't be as tempted to attack it because 11k and it's easier to protect, which would combo well with Big Belly. If you can get a unit behind it, you put 4k here and here. If it's a 7k unit, 26k lane. Beautiful numbers. Another really cool reason why I use it is because it's really, really good against cards like Chaos Universe. So, say your opponent uses Universe, you have to lock a card from your hand, lock a Lion. At the end of your turn, your locks go off before your effects. So you unlock, your opponent chooses to leave it there or kill it, but if they leave it there, you kill it yourself, they don't get a plus, you have an open column, and you can continue to wreck their face. Really nice. So that's it for grade 2.
I don't have it.
Moving on to grade 1s.
That'd be awesome, but
4G Perfect.
that would have been OTK right there.
Weaknesses, it can't protect rear guards, but it's worth it whenever you can countercharge. Plus, most of the time, you don't even have rear guards you need to protect. You kill them off, and life is good.
Disgusting moment when Hero World lets you break the size rule.
For Duckbill, choose a unit at the end of turn. If it dies, draw a card. It's great nature, why not? Mike Saburo, play him at 4. Same thing as Duckbill, except he searches for a grade 3. This is really good to have because it allows you to search for the different tech choices. If you're playing something that doesn't have a sticky board, or doesn't want to eradicate your board, go Big Belly. If you have something that's going to completely try to control your board, go Manette. You really can't go wrong. 3 Mini Belly. Straight fodder is always nice. Search out a Big Belly. Life is good.
Only when I close.
Triggers. You have 8 critical. I like playing Chameleon just to have his ability as a backup.
Have you seen that episode of the anime?
4 draw. Castanet Donkeys because the 3k really allows you to get to that 20k boost that you need with Big Belly and cards like Mana Garmer. Really good card to have. I'm considering dropping Castanet Donkey and moving up to 12 crits because there are a lot of occurrences where I will hit a draw trigger and draw a critical trigger where a critical trigger would have been vital. However, it really does help in the early game and it does have its uses. And with Fighters Collection 2016 coming up, it's going to really help with soul charging for Corinthers.
Tech.
4 heal. That's it.
I'm going to go ahead and go with tech twice.
Now for the strides.
Did you take a soul from the
Two, 3 weeks right before the new G-Zone.
Yes, and this is only an 8-card G-Zone, but I'll tell you, I'll kind of give you an idea of what this deck's going to go through come Fighters Collection, and hopefully you'll be able to see a video of what I do to the deck in a few weeks.
I don't know what to do with this G-Zone.
For Omniscience Dragon Mana Garmir, Counterblast 1, choose 2 units, get plus 4k, and they gain the skill, and they gain a Glory skill, if their power is 20k or higher. It's really, really good. Now, there is the fear of G Guardians coming around to stop to kind of have an effect on Glory skills, but even so, they have to have heal triggers in their hand, and you play 4 for a reason, so if you don't get it once, you'll get it the next time. Very powerful card to have in a Great Nature deck, and it really puts a lot of pressure on your opponents. If you can't tell, this deck is all about pressure, trying to pressure your opponent into figuring out when it's best to take damage, and there are certain effects that go with that. It's actually a pretty tough deck to beat if you don't know how to fight it well. 2 Phoenix Kayaks. I play Phoenix Kayaks is the main go-to stride. I also play 2 Wisdom Teller, but Wisdom Teller isn't that great. He's just kind of there because his ability is amazing, but it's an on-hit ability, and it's an on-hit ability that opponents are typically scared of. So, times Wisdom Teller is good is whenever you have a column set up to the side that you have Big Belly skill on, and if this column hits, you're going to draw 2 cards anyways, because you can scare him out of perfect guarding this, where it will only draw you like 1 or 2 extra cards. Meanwhile, this column, if it hits, it's going to draw you 2. One time I scared a perfect shield out of my opponent's hand, and proceeded to hit my opponent with this column 2 times and draw 4 cards instead of 2. Good times. But other than that, he's not really good because if you miss, it just makes you sad. Phoenix Kayaks, on the other hand, is very good in most situations because it's so flexible. You can pay 4k on 1 unit. You can put it on 2. You can kind of control your field so your opponent can't. Lots of really cool interactions with that card, and he's probably going to be played at 2 or 3 whenever I get the new deck going. Now, some changes you can expect to see come Fighters Collection. First of all, with the introduction of cards like Seabreeze and G Guardians, the 6th grade 3 thing isn't really going to work out. So I'm actually going to take out a Mike Saburo for another Minette. Just because Minette's really good, and even if I don't have counterblasts, or if I'm fighting something and I don't have counterblast, if my opponent has a lot of damage, I could just go in and put and stop the pressure game and kind of go into resource management. Because I have 3 retires through Phoenix Kayaks. I can retire things for free as well with Compass Lion, Binoculus Tiger, and then kill things for a counterblast with Korean Tiger and Tuskmaster. So there's lots of goodies in this deck that really make the deck go fast. And so yeah, another thing you can expect to see is Perimthers. Perimthers is the triple rare stride that Great Nature acquired from Fighters Collection, and oh my god, is that stride ridiculous. So allow me to set up a scenario. You have Big Belly, we'll put a Korean Tiger,
counter, monster, more or less for the move. Battle phase?
So say you have a field that looks kind of like this. Let's get some unit variety in there.
What's that?
Say your field looks like this. You have a grade 2 on Vanguard. Your opponent's at grade 3. Right. Pay stride cost. Enter Perimthers.
You're right. If it's
Perimthers, Soul Blast 1 to give a unit 4k power. You can give it 4k or 4k more power if you kill it at the end of turn. But if its power is 20k or higher, you draw a card. So say you have this set up, you counterblast 1, put a 4k there, 4k there.
Look at that line.
Call a Guru Wolf, call a Korean Tiger. Attack with Perimthers. Triple drive. Put all the trigger effects over here. Soul Blast 1. Give this unit 8k. This column just then became a 24k lane and will become even beefier with triggers and Korean Tigers. This becomes monstrous and you'll be drawing cards like crazy.
I did actually
I
see,
think
Justice
Fighter's
Will Prevail
Collection
for once.
is really going to take a
Right
turn
there at the
against Great
end, so I was
Nature
like, ah,
because,
dang it.
like, I will admit, Great Nature's strongest thing right now is having such a good early game that Fighter's Collection is going to kind of kill, but that doesn't mean Great Nature's down and out, because it is better than a lot of other clans. Great Nature, Big Belly is going to be seen more. It's going to be a better deck. And personally, I can't wait. We have one of the best G Guardians in the set. Of course, it's situational, but even in a matchup where it's not good, you're playing Minette anyways. So, we have a really nice setup here, and I look forward to Fighter's Collection. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. This is the Professor, out.